Spyro here. I cannot stress enough about keeping components clean. It is the leading cause of things shorting out in your computer. It is leading cause of early computer death. It is the leading cause of things overheating. And to clean the dust out of a computer, it only takes a few minutes of your time. And it's super easy, and it will prolong the life of the computer components. If you're not sure how to do it, it's very easy. I'm going to show you. Let me turn the camera. Now, most computers is like this one here. Although some of them have the glass side, this one here don't. But let's pretend this has got the glass side. Glass side is always going to face you. First off, what you have to do, I'm working on carpet in the background. As you can see, here is carpet. What I've done, I took a rug, flipped it over, rubber side facing down, so that carpet is not going to run a chance to short out my computer case and components and create static. Static's bad, which is why I do not recommend to do this with a vacuum cleaner. Few people has asked. Vacuum cleaner, the air going into the hose will cause a static electricity effect and can shorten components. So that's something we do not recommend. First off, what I've already done, I've already took the two screws out of the side panel. Some computers has got the screws here, some of them's back here. This one here is actually back here. So I'm going to slide this one here. Some of them has a hinge action. Some of them hinges this way. Some of them hinges this way. This one here slides back and up. If your case is fairly new, within the past 10 years, the door should be very easy to remove. All it is should be just a couple screws, and the door should either slide off just like I showed. Screws, slides off, fairly easy. Now, this computer here only has two fans. One here, but it's got room for others. So I did not put any fans in it, but usually there's a fan here. Power supply is up here, some of them's down here, and some computers have fans across the top. This being the top of the computer. What you need, I bought this from my local computer store, and it's just a air duster. Has a top just like that. You can pick these up at any computer shop, any place that sells computer components. Some Walmart's has got them. Some mostly just go into a computer store and ask for it. Yeah, most stores will have it. But only thing you gotta do is take your hand, and if you're working inside the computer, roll your sleeves up, keep your wrists on the case, or better yet, what I do is I expose my leg and just touch the case. Always keep bare skin touched the metal, because what you're doing, you're creating yourself grounding. So static electricity, let's say if you build up static, it's all going to discharge, and you're basically keeping yourself neutral with the case. So you're running a less chance of shorting out components. Well, for what I do is I reach in, be careful on the cables. You got to kind of weave your way through. On this case here, it's kind of, cable management kind of sucks. But what I do, I hold the fan blade, just stick my finger on the fan blade, not hard or any kind of pressure or anything like that. See, I got a fan here. But I just hold the blade like so, just to keep it from moving. Just to keep it from moving. Then I take my can, air, and just blow out the dust. And dust is going to fly if you haven't done it for very long. Your coolers, you're going to want to also blow out the dust on your cooler. So blow it out. Make sure you get all the fins. Your power supply, you can blow it out this way here, or you can blow it out here because there's two different vents, because your intake's here, your exhaust is here. So dust is going to build up in your power supply here. So blowing it back the opposite direction can help. Blow your intake fan here, because air is going to be sucked in here into the case. It's safe to blow it out the opposite direction. Some cases on your front panel, there is filters in behind your front panel. So it's good to read your manual, pull off your front panel, and dust the air filter and also the dust in your front panel. Your fan here in the back, do it the same. Just hold the fan, which most likely the motor is going to be exposed instead of the back bracket. What I do while it's here, I always just put my finger on the middle of the motor and blow the dust out. If it's really bad, you can use a paper towel. Do not use toilet paper, cotton cloth, or anything microfiber. Always use something either like a coffee filter or a paper towel. Get some alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, 50%, 70%, 90%, or rubbing alcohol. Any of them will work. Does not matter. And do not pour it on the fans or in the components. Take and hold it away, the paper towel away. Pour just a little bit of alcohol on the paper towel. Make sure you don't soak it, just dampen it. And you can take and just wipe the blades off, and also the inside here if you need to. You can also wipe off the fan because it's not dripping wet or anything like that. Alcohol is very evaporative, so if you accidentally get something too wet, it will dissolve itself. You do not want to wipe your motherboard or anything like that down with alcohol. Mostly just use the compressed air. If you take the can, always hold it like this. Do not hold it sideways or upside down, because because there's moisture that will come from the can if you hold it upside down. So you always want to hold it just like this, because no moisture content, or the gas inside, because gas will get cold and will come out in moisture. So hopefully this video helped. If you have any trouble, reach out to us in the server. Have a good one.